Hello everybody, this is Pokitsune, and welcome to Let's Play XCom 2, the sequel, well, of course, the first XCom, which I've already played myself here. Hopefully I haven't seen any recordings of it, but this one here is promised by 2K here for something a lot better. The first XCOM was a game about the human forces fighting off the invading aliens. XCOM 2, the follow-up, of course, is where, well, directly following up where you failed. And XCOM 2 has you fighting back. The aliens have already invaded, the aliens have claimed peace, but not everything is as it seems. But I'm talking a lot here, I'm talking a lot of things here. And this is going to be quite a bit of a hard game here, so how about we start this? Now, I've had a bit of a technical difficulty, and maybe this is a message from something telling me I shouldn't pussyfoot around here, but I started on Veteran. I'm going to go on Commander, make things a little bit harder. Usually I would have gone to Veteran if I had the Iron Man mode available, but I don't have that available quite yet. So because of that, I'm gonna go with Commander, and I'm gonna get my rear end handed back to me, I bet. We'll see how that goes. Ooh.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise,
Which is the aliens coming in.
gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
Lovely.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yeah.
Actions could never break the bond between humanity and the elders.
Right. The elders.
Forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
Lovely, isn't it? Well, things seem hunky-dory. Right.
Approaching position. You were right. Definitely got their hands full today.
Busy, busy, busy.
Drop dead crasher. 60 seconds.
We told you, sir, to keep the change and put it aside here. We're not going to steal any of your cents. That's a bit over excessive. Ow! Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna... Shiny. More balloted to you too.
Now,
Now what? Now big bada boom?
Signal received. Loud and clear.
Very loud. Still have my left eardrum.
Your turn.
Time to cross the gates. You know, I think people will notice this kind of shit going around. Just saying. Down we go, down we go.
Advent forces are swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to.
Of course.
First things first.
Now,
You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
Copy that. Moving up.
Okay, welcome to the tutorial mode of this. A lot of this is going to be scripted here, so I'm not actually, well, directly playing. So these are our characters, our forces. This will be our health, our actions. This green area here is how far I can move on the map. And if I were to go further, I can go up to the yellow zone, but it would mean I won't be able to do anything. Moving to the green zone means I can do something else. So, at the moment here, they're just going to get me into low cover here for some low protection. As I said, health, 2 actions per turn, now has 1 action remaining.
But I'm exposed here.
Better than nothing. But see if you can't find a safer position further out.
Looks like full cover ahead. Moving out.
Yes. Now, for those who have noticed here, whenever you go to somewhere where there's a wall or low cover that you can duck under, you're going to get what's called half cover. It's not the best protection in there, it's better than nothing, but it's still kind of low here, and this is the kind of game where any kind of disadvantage here may cause some problems. So, what we're going to do instead here, we're moving off to full cover, a full shield, showing here, rather than half shield we've got here. This one will give full cover from one direction. And it's always better to have full cover rather than go through.
Keep pace with Crasher 1.
Now, as I mentioned here, they can cover long distance by dashing. This uses both actions. Does give a little bit more protection if you're found out while you're moving here, but it does mean that once you move, you can't do anything at all afterwards. You can't look back, you can't go back, you can't
To go through
take
them.
backsies.
Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike.
Copy that.
Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set. We'll only get one shot at this.
In the shadows.
Now, for those familiar with XCom, this is part of the new mechanic here, concealment. Now, most missions starts with squad and concealment. Use concealment to set up ambushes. If any of your soldiers are spotted, all your supporters will lose the benefit of concealment. Sorry. Oh, alright. Yeah, so at first here you're hidden. They're not aware that you're around, even if your ship just flew overhead. But this way here, you're able to catch them off guard. Well, usually in the past, once they found you, the aliens moved right away. They got themselves into cover. They were much harder to hit.
Pressure and we'll lose our advantage.
Once you're in concealment, they're all out in the open. They tend to just wander about, and you should be able to get a good shot at them. As long as you've got an opening, of course.
They have the numbers, but we've got surprise on our side. Hopefully that's enough.
Crossing fingers. Ooh.
Thank the old man.
That would be the previous Big Bada Boom, wouldn't it?
You and me both.
Lovely.
Not out of the woods yet. We need to take out those remaining soldiers.
That could be something.
Permission to engage.
Do it.
Lovely. Now, we're gonna fire it off here. Now, these all show the different targets I can pick on, shooting different ones. Will show me also the percentile, the odds of hitting them, how much damage I can do to them, their own little health bar over here. Now, this, because it's in yellow, it shows that they're out of cover. It means that they don't get any defense bonuses. It means that they're a lot much more likely to get critical hits, much more damage. And we've got quite a few all of the statistic over here. And of course I have to hit on this guy here. And taking a shot. And there it goes. That will be the turn for this soldier. Now, since I took a shot at them, they know I'm here. Now they're gonna go for cover. Now, entire squad loses concealment when any soldier attacks an enemy, breaking windows or kicking open doors, or a soldier is flanked or steps into a detection tile. Yeah, that'll happen. Alright. Now we're gonna learn how to deal with this.
You all shoot first and celebrate later. No problem.
Alright, let's get in closer.
Dangerously close right now. Be careful.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Now, you can just go over the heads here, see what percentiles you've got. You can go to the tactical part, you get the same kind of results. Now, 63%, not bad at all here. They do have low cover, for which what includes the 20% chances here. Otherwise, you'd be getting 80% if they were completely flanked. And down it goes. Good.
You still keeping score, right?
And he takes... Ooh, took a shot at my guy here. Thankfully, that missed.
Not going out there.
And he's got me flanked. And... Ooh. Ouch. That's gonna hurt.
No, Crash, she was down. She's down.
Damn it. You can't take risks like that. Watch your place.
Yes, they're not kidding that you can't take risks like that, because soldiers like these here are permanent in this game here. If anybody's familiar with Fire Emblem, you'd have something similar to this here. If you lose a soldier, they're gone forever. Any stats they had, most of the weapons they had, the levels they had, it's really bad to lose a soldier like this. So, part of the game here is learning how to flank your enemies and not to get flanked yourself. You gotta be careful while still being able to take out the enemy. This is where our big part of the strategy comes in. You gotta be able to stay out of range while still being able to kick ass. Of course, the enemy is gonna do the very same thing. And, ooh. Bonus.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Boot to the head.
Central.
Why were you hiding that gun?
What have you been doing?
If you sit down your pants,
Hell are these things?
They're us.
Russ.
Used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
It looks like somebody took a brick to that face and flattened it.
Believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But
Ooh.
we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change.
Big promises.
Let's move.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
Alright. That flare means that there's reinforcements coming, and if there's reinforcements coming, there's more aliens coming, and it will be coming from this direction. So, as you see, grab some cover from that direction.
Keep your eyes peeled. Fire on anything that moves.
Now, Overwatch is one of the more interesting functions here. It's more like a counter maneuver. If somebody gets in close or tries to move around within your line of sight, you'll attack them right away. If they're moving, tends to mean that they're not under cover. They might have a bit of weakness there. They are moving, so they're not completely out, but...
We need to move on the package.
What package? You never quite mentioned that, Central. What package? What's the goal here? What are we doing? What are we fighting for?
Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct.
Yes, they do rig their stuff to self-destruct. That's why you've got a little number here that was going down from 3 all the way down to 1. If you're going to go down to 0, you lose whatever is in there. If you're able to pick them up before, well, you get some bonuses that you can attach later. Now, otherwise, we're going in. Now, this would be Advent and their reinforcements. They usually, well, by the side of things here, they usually drop about 3 troops. including one leader. Now, the other question is,
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
right place for what? That's what I want to know. And this will be Overwatch. Ooh, good shot, soldier. From 3 to 2.
Well done. Fall back to our position. Just go. I'll try to stall them.
I'll be a hero, dude. And yeah, usually I try to aim for the other one who could actually be taken down, but this guy's got too much health. Even if I did hit, I wouldn't be able to kill him, and there's zero chance of critting, since even then they've got low cover. And I miss, completely miss, but I don't have a choice. What you gonna do?
I'm going for the door.
Going for the door.
You should be able to cut right through the door's security protocols. They were never expecting anyone to get this close.
Lovely. Now we get to hack. Another new little mechanic to XCOM 2. Everybody pull out your tablet, join in the fun. We can begin the hack. Now we've got one door unlocked. We should be able to get in.
Good. Let's go.
Now Central gets to come over here.
Moving to secure the baggage.
Let's hope our intel was good.
Sure hope so.
This is the place.
Is it?
Are you sure?
Ooh, shiny.
Yes.
Are you sure? Doesn't look like Master Chief.
Like there's a
Closer to Big Daddy.
attached. If you get me a better look, I might be able to.
In case of the world in danger, break glass. Or something. Seriously, what are we doing here, Central? Alright, and so we can grab unconscious soldiers, like so. This means that you, I believe you might move a little slower, might not be able to shoot like this here, but...
Just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
Time to move, move, move! Ooh! And this is why you tend to go for full cover.
No! Central, pressure one is down. You have to get out of there.
Another exit. Now.
If you don't have an exit, we'll make one. Yes, you know, most soldiers tend to pack at least one frag grenade. That's what you're able to go toss here, and they don't do the most greatest damage, but they do destroy environmental parts here, like walls and cover. And that's their tactical advantage. Unfortunately, it does blow up some tech and some materials, so you don't always want to use them, but they do come with their own little variety of advantage. Like in this case, making an opening where there's usually nobody around. Yep, they're quick on the... Woo! Ooh.
Way too close.
No kidding. No kidding. Not attacking the... Okay, okay. Not complaining. Not complaining.
Firebrand, this is Gate Crasher. We need
Please. Alright. Okay, now this is a bit of a new mechanic here too. You actually place down your evacuation zone. You actually get to choose where your exit's gonna be. You gotta set up flares for that. And that's how you're able to get out.
Keep moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Keep moving. You didn't have to tell me twice either. Right.
Coming home.
Now we're moving over here. And then we have an option to evac, which is kinda handy. Whew. Well, that was fun. That was fun. And hello, Terminator. Electro. Okay, bye. What the fudge? Well. Just when you think things can get more interesting, we got that. Emergency! Emergency! Conductor house.
Carefully. There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
What's the hurry?
As it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
Removal procedure.
We're ready.
Good. Let's get on with it.
Did we just kidnap an alien?
Remarkable.
Is it?
Like 20 years ago.
Ooh.
Calling it a war back then.
Ooh, scenes from the first game.
We had no idea
Old stuff.
what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion.
What's cranial intrusion? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I've managed to identify the connection. Preparing to make
Final decision. Wait, what you?
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed.
Implants removed.
Plan B here, people. Do it.
Do it. Don't get an option in this. Don't get a. Where are you shoving?
Doctor!
Ow. Well, hi, Keeper. You would be the final boss of the rising.
Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Lovely.
It'll take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander.
Commander. So I'm the guy from the first game? The guy we were playing as? Ow.
Glad to see you're finally coming out of it.
Thank you.
Don't envy the headache you must have, though.
My senses are real clear.
My fault, Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull.
Halfway into my okay.
Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word.
Thanks.
Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you.
I bet.
Feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tigan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. You'll be better at explaining them than me.
Lovely. Lovely. Gonna get an aspirin too.
Good to have you back.
Glad to be back. Aspirin. Come on. Don't leave a guy out. Oof. Lovely. XCom archives. Now, this will be for a bit of what's going on here, but we've got the XCom project here that got started, and this would be the historical record of how Advent was able to join and make mutual trust between human and the aliens. The network towers are parts that are placed all around different cities, and some people think that's how they control soldiers. And the aliens also making propaganda all around, recruiting civilians, saying that the elders are good and that we are doing all the bad. So, welcome to the rebellion, pretty much.
Commander, to the research labs.
Sounds about right. Let's go off to the research lab then.
Impressive, isn't it?
Ooh, shiny.
Capable of generating immense power. You're completely harmless to human life.
Kind of appointed that part.
If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard
Doctor?
Titan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here,
Lovely.
as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Well,
Yeah. We got a word about this.
I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis.
Yeah, about that procedure.
Implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent,
You-
I would already know the precise nature
Uh-huh.
of the function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Makes sense that you want more men to make some faster part.
Order, Commander. I will begin researching the Advent chip for possible insights as to its function.
Okay, Doctor, I really have to ask here. I really gotta know about this here because it's really bugging me here. Not sure how to say this, but this thing here, I've seen pictures. It was placed on the back of my head, on the back of my skull here. I saw you made an operation. Now, why did you have to go through the nose? Why did you poke me through the nose to get this all the way on the back of my skull? Why? Now I'm going to be speaking as if I got something up my nose all day long, ain't I? It's got my nasal all the time. But back on topic, back to the game here. Now, this would be our research here, our laboratory, and this is how you get new tech, you get new guns, you get new armors, you get new gears. And usually we'll be researching these kind of parts early on since we really want things available, but right now it's the beginning of the game, everything is scripted. The only thing we can do research is the island biotech, which is part of our quest here. Now we begin the research.
Work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
I'll be waiting for ya.
That research will keep Tigan busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory.
I could head down to the armory, but right now I believe this might be a good time for me to take a break. A little moment here, cut off from the action, and come back to this as soon as I can. Well, this should be interesting here. This should be fun. Probably a lot of people are gonna die along the way, if I know my luck. But at the very least here, this is the beginning of one long session on this, and I've got a lot to do. But I do hope you enjoy. I do hope you'll join me on this trip to fight off the alien hordes. And if you can, like, subscribe, comment, please, any kind of words. If you also want to be part of the army, if you've got some proposition on who wants to be in the army, please, I welcome to anybody here who's got something to say about it. If anybody wants to join us and see how we do, please come on in. Until then, though, goodbye and have fun.